Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, where today I will be starting a brand new series, one where I will review Angry Birds mods. Maybe at some point I will do mods in general, but for now I'm sticking with Angry Birds. I've decided to start with a mod for Angry Birds Classic. You read the title. We are talking about Angry Birds Project R. Now with the intro out of the way, let's get started with a brief history of the mod. Project R was released on August 22nd, 2022. The mod aims to bring back a classic Angry Birds feel while bringing new content. The R in the name stands for return, meaning return to form, which is exactly what this mod aims on doing. On GameJolt, the description for the mod read, "They're back. They're angry. They're real mad. They're seething with rage. Angry Birds Project R is a project to offer a return to form experience of slingshot action with some twists. With a funny story, secret characters, and golden eggs, and new themes, the mod was made by JP again, whose YouTube channel and GameJolt page will be in the description. The download for the mod will also be there, so if you wish to play it for yourself, before watching this, go do so. It's a great mod. In July of 2022, it was announced that the mod was cancelled, but was later uncancelled. Alright, now with that, let's look at Episode 0. Episode 0 starts out with Red teaching the birds the very basics of playing Angry Birds, just in case the player never played any Slingshot Angry Birds games before, and Helmet Pig and a couple Minion Pigs steal the eggs while the birds are distracted, but they notice anyways on the offensive. Over the course of 15 levels, it teaches the players how to use all the classic birds. Their abilities are unchanged in this mod, and the pigs that first appear in the world are Small Pig, Medium Pig, Large Pig, and Helmet Pig. The final boss of the world is Corporal Pig. After beating Corporal Pig, the birds get the eggs back, but afterwards King Pig writes something on a note. What it says, we still don't know to this very day, even though this has been out since pre-release. He is with Prince Porky, Foreman Pig, and this Purple Pig, who we will be talking about later in a future episode. Meet the Flock did not have its own original song, but just used Angry Birds Classic Poached Eggs theme too. The episode was also the main focus of all the public betas for the game. Interestingly enough, the concept art for the episode had Bomb, Chuck, and Red, with no sign of the pig with an egg. A later version removed them and replaced them with the pig and egg, until the final version replaced it, which just changed the background. Overall, as a tutorial world, it's not bad, but it doesn't have much lore. Episode 1 starts out with the birds getting ready to eat a bowl of cereal. All of a sudden, though, it disappears, with little puddles of milk leading to the pigs. A further look reveals that a pig named Handyman is behind the stealing of the cereal, and they chase him down. Halfway through their journey, the Handyman, Prince Porky, stops them and presumably challenges them to a duel. After losing the duel, the birds continue, later into the night. They've been traveling for hours now, and they are getting close. By 1-22, they traveled through the entire day and started climbing a mountain. They find pigs that look like they are from Mine and Dine and blow them up before finally getting to the final boss, Handyman Pig. After they beat up Handyman, they get their cereal back and eat it while celebrating. Alright, first of all, the entire episode concept reminds me of the Angry Birds Breakfast series. If you don't know about it, I talk about it in my Angry Birds games you've probably never heard of video. Alright, the original name for this episode was Skinny Milk, and it would have been farm themed rather than breakfast themed. Mechanic Pig was also originally going to be the mini boss of the world rather than Prince Porky. The name of the episode comes from a Flash game released by Dannon, which was created as an advertisement for their Frusion smoothies. I do not know what that is, but apparently that's an ad. Again, the title card did not stay the same. The concept art of the title card looks like the ending of the episode, except the pigs aren't beaten up. A newer version was later made which had one pig holding a bowl before the final version just changed the background. Overall, this is a solid episode. Episode 2 starts out with the eggs already stolen, after some random pigs come up to the birds and then explain what is going on. They then have a flashback to when King Pig was talking about his amazing plan on how they were actually going to win, for once. King Pig had the idea to make fake eggs in order to confuse the birds and make it harder for them to find the real eggs. A few of the pigs thought that King Pig's plan was going a little bit too far. This made King Pig really mad, and he kicked them out. Because of this, the pigs came to the birds. After explaining why they were there, they offer to help the birds. The birds are a little bit suspicious, but decide that it is a good idea to team up with these pigs. The new birds aren't birds, but pigs. The first one is Minion Pig, who just oinks, like Red, who squawks. Pygmies split in 3. Jetpack Pig gains a bunch of speed. Bomb Pig blows up. Boomerang Pig, well, is a boomerang. And the Brute from Angry Birds Epic is as strong as Terrence. There are also some brand new pigs introduced in the episode. These pigs are Small Egg, Medium Egg, and Large Egg, which are all pigs actually. Helmet Egg, Foreman Egg, Elite Helmet Pig, who is an elite soldier to King Pig, and finally King Pig, who appears for the very first time, who the fandom describes as the most nastiest, and most disgusting pig of them all. And King Egg, who is the middle boss. This episode was inspired heavily by Yolk and Pork from a different mod known as Angry Birds Power Trouble, which I may or may not cover next. It also includes a few pretty obvious references to it. They were apparently so obvious that the creator of Angry Birds Power Trouble, Nick Does Stuff, accused JP again of plagiarism. JP felt bad and swore that he would change the episode as much as possible to make it more unique. At the end of the episode, after defeating King Pig, the birds celebrate the return of their eggs. After they are done celebrating, Red tells the Blues to push their TNT wagon towards the pigs that helped them. Why? Alright, well, the actual reason was because this was not a permanent alliance, as the pigs became bacon. A fat pig sees the explosion from the wagon in the distance, ending off the episode. But that's not the end of this section. We still gotta talk about how the title card changed. The concept art for the episode card featured Bubbles, which is interesting because Bubbles did not once appear in the episode. Maybe originally he was going to be there. Eventually though, a real title card was made which features a Minion Pig holding an egg, Chuck, and Jetpack Pig. And then the final card looks similar, but it did change. The most notable thing is Jetpack Pig was changed to Bomb Pig. Also, the Minion Pig and egg position changed a little bit. And for some reason, Chuck is a slightly smaller in the current version. Let's take a break from the episodes for a moment, shall we? I want to talk about this mod's joke folder, which is full of memes. I will play a brief compilation of the memes. Enjoy. Wasn't that very funny? Well, break time is over. Alright, let's talk about episode 3. Episode 3 starts out with the birds just having a good time in the ocean. They have the eggs with them, floating in a small basket. Suddenly, though, a hook comes and steals the eggs. The pigs drag it to them. Another pig wearing a brown hat comes by, and Red bribes him to follow the pigs. He agrees and follows the pigs, and they are on an island of treats. This episode clearly takes inspiration from, in my opinion, the best world in any Angry Birds game, that being Utopia from Angry Birds Space. They got popcorn, food, more food, bouncy blocks, food. Halfway through, the birds encounter a bunker. It is in a cake-like dome, which the birds must destroy in order to reveal 2 elite helmet pigs and a fat pig. Afterwards, they continue chasing the fat pig. The fat pig in the last 4 levels apparently decided to eat a bunch of food because when he appears again, he is huge. He's a little bit stronger, but still pretty easy to kill, just like any other pigs. Fat Pig, according to the fandom page, is a massive, bulky pig who puts other pigs to shame, which I guess makes sense. The 7th level of the episode is actually a reference to Cookie Run, which I have never played or even heard of until now. On the level selection screen, the minion pig who is holding a hamburger makes the same face as Pizzelle does on the title screen of the Sugary Spire demo. Oh, I forgot to mention, JP is a Pizza Tower fan, in case you didn't realize that yet. Anyways, the moon in the second part of Sweet Swines bears an intentional resemblance to Cone Ball, the main antagonist of Sugary Spire. Also, the bosses of this level are references to previous Angry Birds games. As I mentioned earlier, the boss of Utopia is referenced with the really fat pig at the end, and halfway through the episode, the mini-boss is a reference to the shield bunker from Angry Birds Star Wars. The cutscene for the episode was inspired by an Angry Birds Friends tournament, specifically Piggy Beach. At the end of the episode, Fat Pig was defeated by the birds, who then proceeded to shrink him down to a smaller size. King Pig sees the entire recording of what happened and is not mad, but disappointed with the efforts of all his minions. He then forces Hat Pig to walk over to a time machine and then throws out her and the time machines, forcing Hat Pig to find the birds herself. Of course, we also got to talk about the title card. Honestly, it didn't change too much from the concept art. Rather than him holding a burger and fries, he is holding fries in a ketchup bottle. Also, the camera is less zoomed in on the Fat Pig, and Fat Pig is making a different expression in the concept art. Honestly, this is just a good episode all around, and I thoroughly enjoyed playing it. Except for the dome part. The dome was too hard to destroy, I'm gonna be honest. But other than that, great episode. Fourth and final episode starts out with the birds noticing that their eggs are gone. However, this time, Stella notices that Hat Pig and a couple other pigs are going to the past. The birds follow Hat Pig into Jurassic Marsh. Sorry, the Jurassic period. Now, this part of the episode is obviously based off of Jurassic Pork, which has the exact same idea, except I had a better time playing Time Tasm than Jurassic Pork. The only new character introduced is Hat Pig, who is a pigified version of Hat Kid from A Hat in Time. Hat Pig is more childish in nature, but seems to be a bigger part of King Pig's plan. After the birds beat Jurassic King Pig, Hat Pig heads back to the future. And by that I mean to the Dark Ages, the Middle Ages. Here, the birds fight against medieval-themed structures and pigs. The idea for Time Tasm was originally suggested by Lunar Blue 24. The final boss of Part 2 is Prince Porky, who is inside a large castle. After the birds come and blow up and destroy the castle, they catch up the Hat Pig, who then goes through a portal, presumably back to the future, 2. Because the third part seems like it's going to take place in the far future, the future. There is literally a sign that says the future. So currently that's where the main story ends. No more. Time to pack up. Will the birds ever catch up to Hat Pig? Will they ever get back to the present? Is the entire episode a Plants vs. Zombies 2 reference. We will just have to wait and see. But we aren't done yet. The concept art for the level was noticeably very different from the final version. Rebuilding Time was the original name of the episode. It would have been similar to the big setup, with the birds going back to the past to take out in-construction versions of previous levels. This was scrapped largely due to another episode, Carol Crashers, which was harder versions of Meet the Flock levels. This episode, however, was also scrapped. The concept art of the level was also noticeably very different from the final version, with a different background, one of the pig construction workers, and Hat Pig in a different spot, and making a different face. But for now, that's the end of the main story. Maybe one day I will go back to the mod and review the rest of the available lore episodes. Okay, I'll be honest, I can't get this one to load. The best I can do is read off the fandom page and hope that it's accurate. So here's that now. Noise R was a special April Fool's update of Angry Birds Project R. In this update, The Noise, a character from Pizza Tower, was taken over the mod and made his own personal adjustments. All episodes except for 0 are locked, with the available episode, Meet the Flock, being renamed to Meet the Noise! The levels outside of the background are the same. The download link can be found on this page, but I downloaded it from there and it did not work, so... The birds and pigs sign a contract from The Noise to be on Noise TV. It is shown that they have distaste to the idea, but they go along with it anyways. After defeating Corporal Pig, who has the eggs for some reason, the birds tie up The Noise to some rockets and bomb a scene about to blow up The Noise TV HQ. This update replaces the main menu themes with The Noise's jam-packed radical anthem. Then the mini-boss theme is replaced with pumpin' hot stuff. All of the pigs have Noise mustaches in this update. There's a bonus episode. Bubbles has his very own episode. The plot of this one is, it is Halloween and time to go trick-or-treating, but Bubbles is stuck with egg duty, so he can't get candy. Nearby, though, a Minion Pig and Fat Pig are trick-or-treating, and they have candy. Bubbles sees this and decides rather than waiting to get candy, he would just leave the eggs unguarded and go on a hunt for some candy. No other birds appear in this episode also, presumably because they are trick-or-treating. At the end of the episode, though, Bubbles is able to defeat all of the pigs and got candy. As soon as that happens, Jay, Jake, and Jim return to the nest, only to find that the eggs were once again stolen. The end. The final episode that is currently available is the Golden Egg levels. Now, just like the original Angry Birds, these levels range from, hey, look what I can do with the physics engine, to, why is this a Golden Egg level? Why couldn't this just be a regular level? My personal favorite would definitely be this one. And of course, they added a Pizza Tower level, because why not? Just like any Angry Birds game or mod, Golden Egg levels will vary in quality. I prefer my Golden Egg levels to be short, silly, little levels with a gimmick that appears once or is generally chaotic, but doesn't feel like that it should be a regular level. Yes, that's right. This series will have a tier list. For every mod I cover, I will be putting it within a tier list. Also keep in mind that I can change the tier at any time for any mod as I play more of these mods. But for now, I will give Angry Birds Project R A tier. It is an overall solid mod and I did thoroughly enjoy playing through it. And I don't think it's one that would make me go, oh, Angry Birds Project R? Yeah, I love that mod. It makes me go, man, that was a good mod. I would probably play it again, but not for a while. If you guys disagree, then tell me in the comments why your opinion is better than mine. Alright, that's all I got for today. As always, if you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps out the channel. Thank you all for helping me reach 300 subscribers. Happy New Year's, everybody, and I will see you guys next time. See you guys.